I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's been a bad week for straight white males. It's your box office news. Hello, I'm Daniel K, and the first week in October is come and gone. This weekend I went out and saw the re-release of Avatar, and I realized that I remembered virtually nothing of the original Avatar, so it was like a whole new experience. And this time I liked it. I kind of like resented the whole thing when I first saw it, and now I thought, that's good stuff. There's a lot going on. So go out and see it in 3D and IMAX if you possibly can. But that's not in the top 10 as a new movie, so let's move on to that. Coming in at number 1 from Paramount Pictures, Smile. This is a horror movie and effective enough to have made $22 million, 22.6 if you like. Like most horror movies, it will probably drop precipitously in the second week, but this week it did good. It did better than the number 1 movie last week by 2 million. Whatever the movie last week was. I can't remember now. Oh, it was Don't Worry Darling, I think. Yeah, and Don't Worry Darling dropped 64%, which is more than half, and more than half is always a bad sign. Whew. Now that's the way that goes. Coming in at number 5, the first sign that the hegemony is failing, Bros. This is from Universal Pictures. It's a romantic comedy, but it's a gay romantic comedy. But more importantly, it's a major market gay romantic comedy. There have been hundreds of gay rom-coms the last 20 or 30 years if you knew where to look for them, but this is the first one put out by a major motion picture studio, Universal, and promoted like any other romantic comedy. And it did abominably. It made $4.8 million. The director or producer, I'm not sure which, is bad-mouthing homophobia in the press as being the thing that sunk his movie. I don't know what to say. I mean, yes, the reason I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a market for this stuff yet. Just keep trying, you guys. Sooner or later, one of them's going to hit, and then everything will be fine. Coming in at number 6, this is from Saragama Cinemas. And let me stare at the text for the name also. Ponniyin Selvan. Or Ponniyin Selvan. It's another Bollywood epic. Made an estimated $4 million. And 4 million is really pretty good for these Bollywood epics. It's only showing in 500 screens, and most likely in major cities only. I can't imagine that there's a big enough Asian Indian population in small towns in America to make that a thing. But you guys will catch it on, TV. Yeah. Again, but straight white guys like me wouldn't go near it. Besides, aren't they all 3 hours long? Okay, so that's your top 10. Coming in all the way down at the bottom of the chart, from Kino Lorber, Alma's Rainbow. Alma's Rainbow was originally released in 1994, and it's being advertised as newly remastered in 4K, but that still means that it's basically bumped down from the film version that you could have seen in 1994. But you didn't, did you? So maybe now's your chance. Alma's Rainbow is on 2 screens, and it made $230. It's on 1 screen more than it was last week, and it's been out for 10 weeks. I don't know. If you ask me, they shouldn't be adding screens at this point. It sounds like maybe, it's all the way down. The whole re-release, by the way, is netted $7,414. Well, I guess it's gross to that. The net, when you consider how much it costs to pay a guy to run the hard drive from one theater to another, that eats into the profit. All right, and coming in at number 49, Alma's Rainbow was number 59. Did I say that? I don't know. Coming in at number 49 now, from Rialto Pictures, and this is pretty interesting. It's something called Betwixt Now and Sunrise. I think maybe it's directed by Francis Ford Coppola, and it's got quite a cast, including Val Kilmer. But I've heard nothing about this movie at all, and I don't think this is the big dream project that Kilmer's been talking about lately, because that's a big budget thing, and seems more like a throwaway on Coppola's part. It's in 11 theaters. It made $1,589, which means it averaged $144 per screen, which is still more than Alma's Rainbow, but if this isn't some kind of re-release also, I think you could call it a flop. I don't know anything about it. And again, neither do you. Neither does anybody. Alright, excuses, excuses, excuses. Thank you for watching the box office news. I'll be back again next week. I can't wait to see what happens then. Bye for now.